This is no place for the living. Not anymore. If you're here to honor lost friends, you should come back next season. Maybe things will be better by then. Wisps or no wisps, it's wrong to leave a body unable to return to the Hists. And the travelers who bring the bodies, well, they expect a burial. I've tried, but I can't fight wisps with a shovel. All I can do is bury the dead. The wind has not whispered that to me. There have always been wisps, but never this dangerous. My mind would be eased to see travelers free of this threat. Life here is hard enough already.
Excuse me for not rising. I'm not as spry as the hatchling I once was. Look out there, outsider. What do you see? Sadness? What of the ones who can never find their way to this place of rest? What of the ones lost to us forever?
By Sithis, you're a welcome sight.
I am dry with humility. I've lived to nourish another day.
My ears.
Branches part and I am free.
Follow. I have something to show you.
You have wandered far. Rest now with me. Why do you resist? I offer you peace.
Be strong, stranger. Begone, spirit. Come. You've seen the danger firsthand. I have not seen her attack prey so fiercely. What quarrel does she have with you? Her voice commands the lost souls, so that's a likely reason. I weep for the other travelers who fell prey to her traps. You should leave our cursed gravesite while you still can. No, she is not destroyed. Only silenced for a time. She is old. Perhaps as old as the swamps themselves. I do not know what caused her to take an interest in the living, but this does not bode well for any of us. I wonder if this has something to do with our new visitor. We've never entertained an Altmer before. Or it may just be coincidence. Volrendel seemed harmless. At first, he studied our ways. Then he began taking tokens and other discards from our rituals. That was odd, but did no harm. Then he was caught digging up some of our graves. He said he simply wished to examine them. He didn't disturb the bodies, it's something else. I want to understand him, but he won't discuss it with me. He's set up camp not far from here. Perhaps there are some clues there.
Why are you searching my belongings? I came to this hallowed place to learn, not to deal with petty thieves. I'll report you to DJI. She won't tolerate vagabonds on this site. Of course, I should have expected this. Tell the generous DJI not to fear. My work does not threaten Argonians. It is personal, the work of decades. And now I may finally have succeeded, though I must betray the legacy of the ancestors. My wife. I'm talking about my wife. She is the joy of my life. Such grace as you see but once in 100 years. Then death took her. I could not prevent it, but I cannot let go. She was caught between worlds. Until now. My wife lives. She's blessed by an Argonian reincarnation. Thank the Hist. Though I wanted this, I was still amazed at how quickly she awoke in this place. The Dominion will execute me for desertion, so I remain here in the home my beloved created. Only here, It must be the proximity to the Hist reclaiming its dead. To have her back with me, it's wonderful. Yes, of course you should meet her. She's within. It just looks like a cave, but inside she's recreated our home.
A traveler. Welcome. Rest at our hearth as long as you wish. Shall I prepare you some food and drink? Of course I am. Don't I look like a beautiful high elf noble? Are you with the Dominion? Did they send you to arrest my husband for desertion? Begone! He must not be bothered. My appearance? You cast aspersions on my beauty. My husband will throw you out! And he shall, for he loves me, and he will stay with me forever. You, however, will not.
The potential for health or harm.
Are you well? All around you I see marks of that spirit's tendrils. You have been to the Altmer's camp. What did you find? Wife? He came with no wife. How could... Ah, how foolish of me. Our Wisp Mother has assumed the form of Balrendel's dead wife. She is strong, far greater than the simple spirit I thought her to be. This is dangerous. Legends say you cannot destroy Wisp Mothers, just as you cannot destroy the moon or stars. No, her essence must be sealed, or else she will rise from the swamps again. She's taken a fancy to her new lover. This we can use against her. I always make plans. So, we must seal her in something ancient and powerful. See the far Zanmirs? Each holds fragments I need to make a prison. I'll prepare the ritual site. Gather the pieces and meet me where the newly dead are buried. The urn you carry once contained the cursed souls of those who can never return to the Hist. It was punishment for their blasphemies against the Saxilil. It's lost some of its power through the ages, but it will still serve our purpose. I must conduct the rite. Your duty is simple. Do not let any souls enter this circle, or they will become trapped as well. Let me know when you are ready. The vessel calls to souls long lost. They come.
Make this swift.
This is no place for the living. Not anymore. If you're here to honor lost friends, you should come back next season.
The artifact is ready. Do not unseal it until it's time. You should take the vessel to the Wisp Mother. She is powerful right now, so first, you must weaken her. Then open the vessel so it can take in her corrupted soul. You may need help from Valrendil to reach the Wisp Mother. I don't think Valrendil will want to help you, though. I don't know where else to look. Poor Valrendil. I fear the Wisp Mother will use him. She'll force him to protect her, even though violence is against his nature. You must be kind to him, and she must be stopped.
You. My wife asked me not to allow anyone, especially you, into our sanctuary. It was heartless of you to put such fear in her. Leave! Lies. She told me you'd say such things. Why you, a stranger, could possibly hate her, I don't understand. She may have forgotten a few details. You know nothing of Death's Toll. It makes no sense. Though I may not be able to stop you now, I shan't give up. What? Very well. Sometimes I think what I see isn't quite right. Sometimes from the corner of my eye, or when she thinks I'm not looking. Anuil's clarity. Have I lost the fixed center?
You've ruined our lives together.
It's all over. You were right about everything. My wife is as dead as she ever was. It was all simply a lie. I was blind. A desperate Mur, tricked by his loneliness. You know, she must have loved me. She saved my life so many times. From Dominion spies, from things in these swamps. It must have really cared. I don't know. I should stay here. If DJI Teal will allow it. No other place will give me safe haven, and my people will want to execute me for treason. I can still study. Perhaps someday, I can even be forgiven.
Excuse me for not rising. I'm not as spry as the hatchling I once was. More than a story. My mother, Najipa, was one of the last to enter the White Rose prison before the Imperials fled. She died there. Since the prisoners took over, I can't approach the place. Now spirits remain separate from the Hist. That is the greater sadness. No, it is not our way. If her spirit is to return to the Hist, some part of her must be buried properly. Then she would be reunited with us, even after all this time.
Imagine the fine attire you might make with that.
Curse the Dominion. If only we had more agents. Keep your voice down. The Dominion has taken Murkwater. We can't afford to be caught. Murkwater is a simple fishing village, but the Ayleid once called it home. Ancient artifacts and dark secrets hide beneath the swamp. Agents went in to uncover the Dominion's purpose. But ur-mage, Nuisha, and Rodathax. They haven't returned. I'm certain of it. If you can find and rescue them, meet us at our rendezvous on the hillside overlooking Murkwater. We need to know what our shadow scales learned. The Dominion must expect a powerful prize to send a force this large. Step lightly. The Dominion fills the swamp like rotted weeds. We're shadow scales, born under the sign of the shadow and trained as assassins from birth. We're called upon to sway the balance of power or right wrongs in and around Black Marsh. We officially hold allegiance to no one, but we're Argonians, and if the Dominion steals treasures from our land to establish a seat of power, we must stop them. Though, we're somewhat out of our element here. I spotted ur-mage tied up over there, and I heard Noisha's voice coming from the cave nearby. As for Radithax, he must be deeper in the Dominion's camp.
Sithis, it's about time. I can't believe it's taken this long to send someone. You're here to free me, right? Nice to know some of us weren't captured. I'm sure I'll never hear the end of this. Now, if you could untie me, I'll be on my way. Then the plan hasn't changed. Hopefully I'll see you there. At least you made it this far without getting caught.
Are you here to help? In that case, don't just stand there. Release me. I must report to Paleheart before any more soldiers get here. Is the rendezvous the same? Excellent. Then we haven't been discovered yet. I'll see you there.
Friend or foe? Speak up. I may be a prisoner, but I won't be toyed with. Just the words I want to hear. Cut me loose. I've got plans for these low-life dry skins. I'm sure Paleheart would approve. Good. That's on the hill over there. I could use you in my future plans. See you soon. Good to see you made it. I told Paleheart about you, and she's eager to meet you.
You must be the one Radithax spoke of. Our agents owe you their lives. Indeed. The Dominion is searching for an Ayleid artifact, the Relayus Lore Keystone. Radithax believes it's too powerful to fall into their hands. The citizens of Murkwater that weren't killed in the invasion are being forced to excavate for it. Take this whistle. Our first priority is to save Murkwater's people. When you locate them, use the whistle to signal my agents. They'll take care of the rest. The Dominion took particular interest in a local scholar named Haj Tum. She was spotted, accompanied by 2 guards, headed to the eastern Ayleid ruins. I believe Haj Tum can lead us to the Keystone. You can't see the work we do from the shadows. However, this operation would be doomed if it weren't for you. Ask Nuisha to lend you one of her agents. The Keystone is a relic that can tap into the power of Loriasel, an Ayleid ruin here in Shadowfen. If someone obtained all the Keystones, they'd have control over Loriasel, and that would grant them immense power. The Ayleids kept the Keystones separated. One was hidden in Relayus Lore, the ruins you see around Murkwater. The Dominion must have learned this, and sent a force to recover it.
We don't understand the full power of the Keystones. Even one might give the Dominion terrible power. I'm young and have much to learn, but my connection to Black Marsh, to all Argonians, helps me. The more I research, the more control I gain over my power. Though I'm an assassin, I care for the people of Black Marsh. Shadow scales are quite misunderstood. Our work is subtle, and always guided by faith.
Good thing you came along when you did. I'm pretty sure they were preparing more unconventional methods of extracting information, if you know what I mean. The thought of the Dominion walking all over my people makes me sick. If there is killing to be done, count me in.
This is beyond what we usually handle, but the shadow scales are up for any task. Did she now? I suppose I can spare one of my scouts. Tell me what you need. Do you prefer someone good with a bow, or good with a blade? One of my archers will suffice. She'll take good care of you. This is beyond what we usually handle, but where Paleheart goes, I follow. She and I are clutchmates, hatched at the same time, and trained together from our youth. We share an unbreakable bond.
What's going on?
I'm here to help. Do what I do, and no one will see us.
Shadow scales. I guess it's my lucky day.
What is this?
Escape with me now, while no one is looking.
Lead the way. I hope Retribution comes next.
Are you? Follow me closely. I'll keep you hidden.
I couldn't bear to dig much longer. I'm glad you came.
Who's there? I didn't kill your Dominion friends. I warned them, but they didn't listen. I thought no one would come for us. I've searched many years for the Keystone, and had a breakthrough before the Dominion arrived. I tried to mislead them, but they found my notes. It should be in one of the chests we unearthed. Be careful as you open them. An ancient evil guards the Keystone. Find the Keystone first, and worry about me second. Who knows when Dominion reinforcements will show up?
Georgette, it is done.
I have new orders from Paleheart. Come speak to me at the excavation site. Don't worry about Haj Tulm. I'll patch her up. Did you find the Keystone? Paleheart is eager to proceed. Very good. Paleheart will be pleased. Are you ready to take back the town from those Dominion scum? We've learned that the Dominion brought a large shipment of crystallized fire salts. These salts are highly flammable. We want you to assault their ship, collect the fire salts, and then spread them around the river. If that's not enough, why not kill their leaders? Velalaya and Kassar command the Dominion forces from the ship. Now is our best chance to create confusion among their ranks. The Shadow Scales are going to systematically kill every Dominion soldier we can get our hands on once the river is on fire. We are currently studying their troop movements and getting our agents into position.
Can't feel my tail.
You've done excellent work. Our agents are in place. All that's left is to set fire to the river. Once the river is ablaze, we'll strike hard from the shadows and take back Murkwater. Are you ready? You should have the honor of lighting the fire after all you've done for us. I've stacked up a pile of wood. Light the remaining fire salts and set everything ablaze. Paleheart requested you return to her. Leave the fighting to us, and we will live up to your previous example. Now light the fire. Show them how shadow scales return a favor.
Today I rejoin the One.
The Dominion won't forget this day.
I could hear the fire salts exploding from here. Good work. My agents will make quick work of the Dominion's forces. Now, to end this, do you still have the Relaeus lore keystone? Radithax and I think you should be the one invested with the power of the Relaeus lore keystone. The only way to acquire it is by absorbing the stone. Radithax knows the ritual. Because the Shadow Scales know you're someone we can count on. Someone who sees things through to the end. You deserve to possess its power. Are you ready to begin the ritual? Radithax, if you will.
Of course. May Sithis watch over you, my friend.
Radithax, are you hurt?
I'll be fine. I have the marsh in my veins.
You and the Keystone are now one. Its power resides within you. You'll know when the time comes. By now, my agents should have retaken Murkwater. They'll be celebrating in the village as we speak. If you're leaving soon, I'd like to ask a favor of you. Take word of what we've accomplished to Azenar and Hismir. They know the situation here at Murkwater, so they should be informed. It's not far from here, just to the northwest.
What kind of monster orders our hatchlings murdered? I spit in Queen Iren's eye.
What's happened? So weak. So weak, but still alive. My father, where is he? Dead? The males of my clan were right. I'm weak, not worth saving. Still, the poison no longer burns in my veins. Thank you for your efforts. I'll stay here and rest. Perhaps someday I'll be strong enough to leave. When I recover completely, I'll leave this place and start over. Rest and gather my strength. When I have recovered, I will strike out on my own. The lizards here have no backbone. Perhaps the daughter of Gordag can beat one into them.
Another question. The river's current carries away an egg brother. What do you feel?
I feel nothing. My egg brother would be one with the Hist, returned and whole.
Those we meet on the river nourish us, just as the Hist does. Enjoy their presence, mourn their loss, and rejoice in the Hist. If you're here to complain about that Dominion soldier, I've heard everything already.
What are you going to do?
Murkwater, that poor village. I hope the Shadow Scales made the Dominion's conquest a costly one. You confronted the Dominion at Murkwater? We have a similar problem of our own. The soldier in question, Captain Hanamo, announced himself and his intentions to undertake the trials of the Burnished Scales. By holy tradition, pilgrims who declare themselves may not be harmed. The Hist alone decides his worthiness through the trials. Those who complete the trials may commune with the Hist. I don't know why this interests the Dominion, but I fear it is no good for Shadowfen. Perhaps you could find out yourself. Take the trials and keep an eye on this enemy of our people. Shimate presides over the trial of the mind, the first challenge. He'll administer the trial to any supplicant.
What are you going to do about that Dominion soldier?
All are as one within the Hist. To be as one requires discipline. The trials prove your commitment. They also test your body and mind. We must see if you're capable of surviving the process without dying or going mad.
Get the Dominion scum out of here!
Pilgrims have gone missing since that elf arrived.